and stayed clean and sober. Well, quite more than a few. So thank you for your donation, or thank you for giving me the money. Because for years, when the nonprofit have no money, guess what I do as a property manager and the house manager that live upstairs, rent free. It's nothing on paper. I love that so much. I can't imagine. Please, 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 please don't force me. I can have the money. I can afford it. But please don't force me to have a bunch of stuff on paper for other people to scrutinize. I'm so happy I'm not like the public housing where I see why people want to be homeless. You gotta see your first page. You want information. It's like I belong to you. I don't belong to myself if I gotta have everything on paper. I get it. I use a lot of resources that only Texas can pay. I'm down with that. I do that. I like the Texas. Every time I go over the bridge, I'm like, I'm gonna sit down an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, up to 10 to 15 hours a week. Well, it usually don't take that long, but I spend the 10 to 15 hours in a week to make sure my taxes and stuff are squared away. Just because every time I go over the bridge, I'm so appreciative of that. And it's a long story about that. But a promise. Next year, I might be just quiet. I might be able to listen. I might talk when I need to talk a lot because somebody need to hear another voice other than the voice inside their head, some kind of distraction. I'll be able to do it. Yet I won't need to talk or convince myself because I've already succeeded. One has succeeded at convincing my subconscious mind that it feels good. See, right now, for real, it don't feel good to be positive. It don't. I'm catching the Amtrak back to Cleveland. Mama and sister and uncle and aunt, they got a black tie thing that I'm not mature enough to go to. Right? I won't be invited. I'm okay with that, man. There's some people, family or not family, the leadership following type mindset. I'm like, wow, I'm willing as long as I get to stay clean and sober, and maybe go to some meetings or whatever. I am willing to be unhoused, willing to be homeless. But that feels like it might never happen. Not for me. Not for me. If I can catch my past self, I wouldn't listen to. I wouldn't listen to nobody in my past self. Why would I listen to my future self? And what reason why? Because people do things for one reason and one reason only because they feel like it. So the only advantage is I may or may not remember what I felt like in the past. To say the thing that need to be said to get one to do something different. 12 steps to Alcoholics Anonymous. And I might as well give, don't drink, don't use, no matter what. If you do, something bad gonna happen. And then if I would have heard that early, and then when something bad happened, like, man, I was drinking and using. I'm gonna try. So that was a breakthrough. Who is God to you? Don't ask nobody else. Deep down inside of every man, woman, and child, page 55 in the book of Alcoholics Anonymous. Deep down inside of every man, woman, and child is the fundamental idea of God. But Mama says she thinks it's too dangerous for me to walk in the dark to the bus stop to catch the bus down. So she gave me some money to take the Uber. And this is my promise that I would at least be unofficially married to Catherine. That's who I want. And if the universe is, I'm willing to let her go if she could be happy around somebody else. That's the master Sriakasana, to love somebody enough to let them be with somebody that makes them happier than I can or that I'm doing. Right. But she gotta be with me. It's been 7. We've been in a relationship 7 years. I've been vegan for 7 years. I've been sober over 13 years. I've been sober without cigarettes over 13 years. Uber driving over 16 years. I made up my mind that I will Uber drive no matter how wealthy I become. my phone going off. I should turn my other phone on. I turned it off so it can charge up a little quicker, so I won't have no problems getting on the Amtrak. This camera don't seem to be picking up. My eyes aren't that great anymore. But I'm looking at it with the naked eye, and it seems cool. But it's like a glare when I'm looking at the picture. Turn that light back on.